Hey, 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 what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the World Changing Podcast. And on today's call, or today's episode, if you will, we're not doing Forex trading. I'm not doing a mindset nor a mastermind interview, but today I am exploring a new website, a new network, if you will, that I'm going to go ahead and use for the future. I'm going to test it out and essentially make this into something that we can most definitely use. And for those who don't know what this is called ClickFunnels. Now, ClickFunnels, that might be a particular thing that, while you may not have heard about, you're about to find out right now exactly what this is as we move forward and cover this particular platform, this particular service. Now, a little bit of background as to exactly how come I'm doing this. I was just getting wrapped up with day one of a challenge. Now, there are plenty of challenges that I have done in the past, challenges that I may or may not bring up from time to time, but this time, right now, coming back, just recapping or just getting out of day one of my first funnel challenge. This is being hosted by Russell Brunson, who did this particular challenge. And as you could see from the tone of my voice, I'm a little bit overwhelmed with all the information. I'm a little bit uncomfortable with doing this, understanding this is my first time, but you know what? We're going to do this anyway. Courage, if we think about it, is fear. We were afraid of something we had to fear, but we go ahead and we do it anyway. So I'm very, very, very excited to test out ClickFunnels, see what we could do, play around with it. I've already been playing around with the blog a little bit. Of course, this is absolutely not 100% complete, but we can definitely see exactly what we're going to go ahead and do with this particular guy, exactly what options, what possibilities, what avenues we can go ahead and explore. But at least for right now, we're going to go ahead and take care of this. Just with any particular thing that we talk about, just with like any other particular thing that you want to go ahead and do, we're going to do this Kaizen wise, Kaizen mentality, which is one piece at a time, one day at a time, one brick at a time. So, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and we're going to continue to play around with this particular product. And what we're going to do first and foremost is we're going to go over to our site and funnel section. And I'm going to go ahead and, as you could see, never done this before. So I'm going to go ahead and explore for a little bit. So this is us just going in and seeing what the ClickFunnels can do. So we got to look at our analytics, our theme. We could use our navigation menu right here. So I'll be right back and I'll show you specifically what we're going to go ahead and cover. All right, so we are back. So I'm going to show the first step of exactly what I am going to do with this beautiful bad boy. And of course, you have to understand that because I'm doing this for the first time, of course, I got the walkthrough right here, showing me exactly what to do as a part of the homework of this particular challenge that I am doing, which is absolutely amazing. Once again, one of the things that I actually had to go ahead and relearn from this absolutely beautiful guest couple, if you will, because it wasn't just a guest speaker, but guest power business couple is, I want to find a mentor and become the student. And that's very important, especially if when we, or I shouldn't say if, but as we move forward and as we start to develop and build this thing, and ultimately seeing another tool that we could not only use for my arsenal, but for your arsenal as well. Again, how do I become the best teacher? If I have the student energy first, going through all this, exploring it, and then being able to teach it on the master side and combining those energies together, that is how we can go ahead and become a teacher. So what I'm going to do first is we see the domains right here. I'm going to go ahead and actually click on domains just to bring that up just a little bit. Okay. I've got worldchangingempire.myclickfunnels.com right over here. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do from here is we can see that I've got I got one domain name right here, but I am going to go ahead and click on buy domain right here. So I can buy my website. But by the way, I've never done this before, so this will be absolutely exciting. And I'm thinking, okay, this would be something that if we really think about it, when I really start to move forward with this thing, what do I want my particular name to be? Do I want it to be just a world changing podcast? Well, not necessarily. If I can think big, right? If there's going to be so many things that we have, or I should say, I create, and that's something that you want to also bring into your perspective as well, especially if you move forward and start to build your own endeavor. If you have something that you're going to create and you know that there's going to be a lot of big things attached to it, do you want it to be just focused on that one thing? Or do you want an umbrella that can go ahead and encompass everything that you do? So for me, I know that I want to go ahead and make it. I guess it is funny that I always call myself a world-changing emperor. So let's see if worldchanging.com is available. World-changing empire.com. Exact match. Looks like this is available. Looks like this is available. We got all these different suggestions right here, but you know what? No, I want this one. Let's buy it. Okay. Let's see right here. Privacy protection is on. Good. Auto renew. Good. Okay. Let me just make sure everything looks good. All right, so we're going to see that there is a lot of options on here. Of course, I want privacy protection is on. Auto renew is on. This, I mean, if I want to, I certainly can. I'm not going to worry about it at this particular moment. Of course, I could always go back and, think about, having a particular domain name if I wanted to. But, that is nice that I have that particular option. So I'm going to go to checkout. And yes, so you're not going to see any of this because, well, it's my information. So I'll go ahead and just go through this process right here, and we'll be right back. All right, so now it is just working on registering my website, registering worldchangingempire.com. We're just kind of waiting for this guy to go forward, and worldchangingempire.com is registered officially. Now the podcast and everything that we'll have tied into it allows us to officially have our website. So worldchangingempire.com is now officially a go. So of course, now we're getting the domain set up. So I will show everyone what I'm going to do next afterwards. And so now, as we can see, www.worldchangingempire.com, you have read that correctly. That is going to be the official website for us moving forward. It is mine. Like this is very exciting. It's so funny. I'm just going to reflect on this just a little bit. I know of websites that are out there. I've got some amazing friends of mine, amazing people I know that have their own websites, but to know that I've now got my own official website, and to also understand how, cheap it is. I mean, $12 a year, was that $1 a month? Like if you really think about it in that way, it's not a whole lot, just a buck a month. I mean, come on now. I mean, at this rate, the rate that the not to get too off topic here, but the American government, how they're printing money nowadays, like $1 doesn't sound too bad at all. So www worldchangingempire.com is a thing. Super excited to have this particular bad boy going. Of course, it'll take a little bit of time for it to load, but we're at least at this step, and I'm very, very, very excited to see where this goes. So you'll see another update, I'm sure, in the near future on what we'll do, especially if we move, especially as we're moving forward with ClickFunnels and just going through all the different things that we need to do. You're going to be able to see this guy in action. So very excited to bring this step to everybody, and I will catch everyone on the next episode.